Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 13, 9, and 7. This is our 8th year of homeschooling already. It's a little bit different this year. My 13-year-old, a 8th grader, is going to public school, but this year I am still homeschooling my younger 2, which are in 1st and 4th grade. I am a part of the Timberdoodle blog team, and sometimes we receive different products that we can check out and use with our children and share with you all on here to let you know that it is a resource available that you can purchase from Timberdoodle. So the one that I am talking about today is a book called When Stars Are Scattered. This is by Victoria Jameson and Omar Muhammad. This is a graphic novel, so it makes it nice because there are pictures involved and short little snippets of reading instead of long chapters with maybe a tiny picture here and there. So this is, it's like about 257 pages long, so it is a pretty thick one, and I would recommend this for middle school and up. It does contain some harder subjects. So this is about a boy named Omar. So actually one of the co-authors, it is his story, it's his autobiography about him and his younger brother Hassan. They have been basically sent to a refugee camp in they were like displaced during the Somalian war, and so this is kind of their story and how they basically grew up and lived there from young children. They were orphaned, had a foster mom, and they lived at this place that they didn't have much food, very not much access to education. And it talks about how Omar had to kind of decide whether to take care of his brother or go to school. So many different themes in it. It talks about community and how the refugee camp became their small little community, and how even though he didn't have parents, that his foster mom and some of his friends became his family. And it does talk about, so the younger brother in here, Hassan, is nonverbal. He has seizures, and so he does require more care and more looking after. And so that is a big theme throughout this. There is some talk about suicide. There is some talk about some men especially going and chewing some leaves because they're so kind of depressed in this. And so it's basically to kind of help them forget things. There is, talk about war and things. So this does have some more mature topics in this book. So that is you need to maybe pre-read this, or make sure your children are mature enough to understand this content. I did not think that we are talking about Africa with my younger 2 in some of our group subjects, but I did not think that this would be appropriate for them. I think that a lot of it would go over their head and they wouldn't quite understand it all, and just didn't think it was quite ready. They weren't ready because they're in 4th and 1st grade. The other author besides Omar is someone that has written, Victoria Jameson. She's written Roller Girl and All's Fair in Middle School. So she has a couple other books as well. This is a National Book Award finalist as well. And you can purchase this. This is $13.99 on Timberdoodle's website, or it can also be found in the 7th grade kit. So one of the other things that I did with this book is I was reading it. So as I was reading it, I was like, okay, well, this is nice, But then I looked on my Libby app, and I don't know if you have the Libby app from your library and things. It might be on Hoopla as well. I didn't check that. But I found this available through an audiobook. I'm sure it probably would be in other ways that you might listen to audiobooks, but it was so good to actually listen to the audiobook and read this together, because first of all, the pictures I feel are needed. I don't think that you should just listen to the audiobook alone. So I definitely think you should go to Timberdoodle and get this book, because it is a really good book, and it was very eye-opening because I had never read about refugee camps and like the refugees coming from Somalia. I had never read about that. So I did think that was very interesting. But the audiobook with it made it so much better, such a better experience even than just reading this picture, because the audiobook that I listened to were different actors, they had sound effects, it was a production. And so I think listening to the audio version along with this, and if you have multiple children, maybe getting them multiple books, I think it was such a great experience to be able to listen to it and really like almost feel like you were there, because the voices and multiple voices and different things. So it was a really great experience to do the audiobook and read this book with it. So that is all I wanted to really share about this. It's a great book. Definitely go check out on Timberdoodle's website and find this book and pick it up. One other thing I did want to point out, that there are other curriculums out there that are promoting this book as well. I know Guest Hollow is one that has it on their book list. Pick it up on Timberdoodle's website, and I will link it down below. And I would, if you're using Guest Hollow's curriculum, I think it's their geography that they have this recommended in. So it is a very great book to use along with geography and learning about Africa and history. So, if you have any questions about when stars are scattered, and I will talk to you later.